The story of Mesopotamia begins with the Sumerians, a people who built some of the world's first true cities. Settling between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, they engineered massive irrigation networks that turned the region into fertile farmland. Cities like Uruk, Ur, Lagash, and Eridu rose with monumental architecture, including the first ziggurats, towering temple platforms dedicated to their gods. The Sumerians also gave humanity one of its most important inventions, cuneiform writing. What began as simple symbols on clay tablets evolved into a full writing system used to record laws, trade, stories, and administration. They built early governments, developed mathematics, crafted bronze tools, and produced literature such as the Epic of Gilgamesh. The foundations of later civilizations, from organized religion to law, were laid here. The independent Sumerian city-states were eventually united under a single leader, Sargon of Akkad, a figure often called the world's first empire builder. Sargon conquered surrounding territories and created the Akkadian Empire, blending Sumerian and Semitic cultures into a powerful new identity. Under the Akkadians, Mesopotamia saw centralized rule, standing armies, and expanding trade networks stretching across the ancient world. The empire revolutionized administration, diplomacy, and empire building. Although it lasted only about 2 centuries, its influence was profound. When the empire eventually fell due to internal conflict and invasions, the political landscape of Mesopotamia had changed forever. Next, the Babylonian period, c. 1894–1595 BCE. A few centuries later, a new power rose: Babylon. Under King Hammurabi, Babylon became the cultural and political heart of Mesopotamia. Hammurabi's greatest legacy was the Code of Hammurabi, one of the oldest and most complete written law codes, carving rules for justice directly into stone. But the Babylonian period wasn't just about law. It was a golden age of science, mathematics, religion, and literature. Babylonian astronomers charted the stars and developed early forms of geometry and timekeeping. Their myths and stories influenced later civilizations, including elements found in biblical texts. Babylon's first dynasty ended after invasions, but the cultural legacy of the city endured for millennia. The Assyrian Empire, c. 911–602 BCE. In the north of Babylon, the Assyrians built one of the most formidable military powers of the ancient world. Their success was based on innovations in strategy, logistics, iron weaponry, and psychological warfare. At their height, the Neo-Assyrian Empire stretched across vast regions of the Middle East, from Egypt to Persia. They constructed massive palaces, intricate administrative systems, and a vast network of roads that connected their empire. One of their greatest achievements was the Library of Ashurbanipal, containing tens of thousands of tablets, including many Sumerian and Babylonian works we still have today. But despite their power, the Assyrian Empire collapsed suddenly in 612 BCE after revolts and invasions. Their fall marked the end of Mesopotamia's great imperial age. From the first cities to the first empires, Mesopotamia's 4 major stages, Sumerian, Akkadian, Babylonian, and Assyrian, shaped the foundations of writing, law, science, religion, and governance. It is a story of innovation, conquest, destruction, and rebirth. A story that helped shape the world we live in today.